Scammers have found a new modus targeting digital wallet users. They are now posing as e-wallet companies sending advisory text messages. These messages include links that provide scammers access to the user's accounts. The ICT says those behind these are POGO hubs that have yet to be shut down.
Mukhang legitimate yung kanilang message. Kasi yung heading, message header nila, GCash or Maya, reminding you to update your account, otherwise isasara. And you have to click a link.
Let's talk more about scams and how to combat that.
Mel Migrino, country head of global trust tech company GoGo Look, is now joining us via Zoom. Good morning.
Good morning,
Thank you very much for joining us, Ms. Mel.
Hello everyone. Magandang umaga po. Hello, Miss Angela and Sir Diego.
Yes, Ms. Mel, when yung initial reports on POGO came out as nagre-raid na sunod-sunod, bumaba yung cases ng scamming. But now parang
yung mga text messages.
Text messages related to that. Parang now they're on the rise again. So ano po ang data natin on certain scams in the Philippines? Is it a concerning trend again na parang umaakit or dumadami na naman ng mga scams na nangyayari?
Okay. So actually, just to share with you, so in GoGoLook, we are, a trusted company. And we do provide a mobile anti-scam solution. So who's call? We do have a community reporting. Now, what I would like to share, taking off dun sa statement ni Undersecretary Alexander Ramos. Ito kasi yung mga SMS scams, 'di ba? Na actually gumagamit sila ng mga text blaster. And since they're using text blaster which are practically illegal device, so hindi na siya nangangailangan ng SIM card. So ngayon may mga registered numbers tayo. So registered number in who's call, meaning reported numbers na sinasabi natin na scam-related numbers or fraud-related numbers. So ito yung nakita namin. So based on our study, starting August of last year, August 1, 2023, until end of August of this year, we were able to gather around 3.9 million scam SMS or scam messages. Tapos in terms of the scam calls naman, that is around 414,000. So may increase ito in terms of the SMS scam messages as well as the scam calls. Parehas po sila na may increase ng more than 200% as compared to the previous 12 months time frame na nakita namin. So, having said that, it poses also a big concern,
Right.
And what is actually good about this is we are working closely with CICC, of course, together with Scamwatch Pilipinas, with regards to really educating the public. So, in terms of the types of scam, yung sa mga nabanggit ko, so actually karamihan dyan will really be on phishing scams. So, ito po yung mga malicious or suspicious emails na mga nare-receive natin. Actually, yung pong e-wallet scam na na-mention ng CICC kahapon po, so those are actually forms of clickbait and as well as credential harvesting. Bakit? Kasi doon po sa SMS blaster na yon, di ba meron siyang link. So pag kinlik nyo yung link, it will direct you to a fake website or fake page. So pag nagpunta ka na doon, ang mangyayari doon is hihingan ka na ng personal information mo. So sa larangan ng cybersecurity, credential harvesting po yung tawag natin doon. Other types of scams naman, based on what we have seen in our statistics, would be around promotions or fake gift cards.
Yes.
Marami rin po kaming nakita around yung mga downloading of suspicious or malicious applications. And then, meron din tayong mga nakikita na mga loan scam, job scam related. Madami din po on the e-commerce related, very specific on the purchase of tech gadgets po. And then, educational references or giving promos for educational institutions or books. So far, yan yung mga nakita natin. Now, meron din tayong mga nakita on the suspicious or malicious links. Nagre-record din po kasi yan si Whoscall. Meron po kasi siyang, meron kasi kami dong URL checker. So kapag user ka ng Whoscall, pwede kang mag-check doon ngayon, i-risk profile niya yon. Posible kasi na kung bagong-bagong create lang yung domain na yon o yung URL na yon o yung web link na yon, posible kasing wala pa po siya doon. So, doon sa database namin. Pag wala pa po siya, ina-encourage po namin kayo na i-report nyo doon. Kasi pag ni-report nyo yun, it undergoes an internal vetting process, no?
So, pero ma'am, I'm sorry to cut you there, kasi doon sa sinasabi nyo pong pagre-report ng scams, kadalasan po kasi ngayon hindi na nagre-report yung mga kababayan natin. They just, turn a blind eye on this kasi napakahirap. 'Di ba, for them or taxing yung proseso ng pagre-report. So what can you advise these people or our kababayan na para sipagin naman po na makapag-report para tumigil o masampulan itong mga scammers?
Yeah. I guess Miss Angela, hindi nagre-report kasi nagkaroon yung mga Pilipino ng notion o parang na-stick sa mindset nila na wala namang kasing mangyayari, di ba? Kasi sa totoo lang, marami rin namang mga scam cases, di ba, na hindi naman, wala silang na-retrieve, di ba? In terms, or wala silang na-recover na money. So I guess, meron nun. Yung mga iba naman, natatakot sila. So merong kaming mga ganyang mindset na nakita. But so that's the reason why we are working closely with CICC and ScamWatch, because we really wanted to educate Filipinos. And part of that education is we give to all Filipinos free use ng Whoscall mobile app. So, punta lang sila sa Google Play Store or App Store. I-download lang po nila. Libre po yan. Walang bayad yan. So, at least meron silang sense of protection, digital protection, ika nga. Kada mag-i-internet sila, diba, gagamit sila ng mga chat messages, ganyan, mag-chat.
Miss Mel, yung kasi napapansin namin dun sa mga messages, particularly na mga nasisend sa amin na scam. Alam mo naman na scam na pero gumagamit sila ng mga, sa tingin natin, minsan sa unang tingin, legit na mga pangalan ng mga kumpanya. Under our, di ba, SIM Card Registration Act, dapat makapag-register tayo, isa lang yung pangalan ng SIM card natin, etc. Paano po nila nagagawa yun?
Okay.
Where do they get their SIM cards?
Yeah. So, yung siguro balik tayo dun sa dun sa explanation ni CICC po kahapon So, kasi meron tayong text blaster, and yung text blaster na sinasabi nila is it is not a legitimate device. So meaning hindi siya authorized device, and that device was able to enter the country with an illegal intent. So sa typical configuration kasi ng isang SMS text blaster, you can actually configure there. So like for example, gusto kong palabasin, let's say magsesend ako ng let's say SMS blast in this specific area, ganyan. Pero gusto kong ilagay doon na, let's say, galing ito sa isang sikat na e-wallet service provider.
Totoo.
Pwedeng ganun. So, ganun kasi ma'am yung nangyayari doon. So, there are actually configurations that you can do to make it appear na totoo yun.
Legit ko,
diba? Hindi siya fake na galing lang ito sa isang unknown number po.
Galing. Okay, sige. Siguro po, panghuli na lang, mabilisan lang po na paalala sa ating mga kababayan na umiwas po talaga dito sa mga
lalo
scams na ito.
Holiday season.
Oo.
Okay. Yes. So, siguro yung mga ilang reminders namin is we need to exercise our bias talaga, no? Huwag tayo basta-basta naniniwala doon sa mga natatanggap natin. Kinakailangan nating mag-validate. Tapos pag may mga nare-receive tayo na mga URLs or kahit anong web link, nasa Viber ba yan, Telegram, WhatsApp, 'di ba, sa email, 'di ba, i-validate natin siya. Kung gumagamit po kayo ng Who's Call mobile app, napakadali lang po. Copy-paste nyo lang po yung link na yun doon sa mobile app. Sasabihin sa inyo ng mobile app, ito dangerous link, ito safe link.
Yun.
Ganyan. And then, mag-ingat din tayo. Wag po tayo mahilig, no? Magbigay ng personal information. And
Tama.
yung data na ibibigay natin na galing sa atin, i-assess din natin kung talagang nagtatransact ka doon, i-validate mo rin, appropriate ba yung amount of data, yung amount of personal data na gusto mong i-share sa kanila. Baka you are already sharing an excessive personal information about you na eventually it can be used against you.
Yeah, Mel,
So,
Mel, you
those are
mentioned,
some of the
sorry,
reminders po.
you
Yes,
mentioned
sir.
a while ago na about GoGoLook na this app that helps mga kababayan natin fight yung mga scammers na pwede mangyari na maka-apekto sa kanila. But what are the other initiatives from GoGoLook na we can look forward to?
Okay. So sir, I guess aside dun sa mga features na nabanggit ko po kanina, no. So meron kaming ID security check. So that's one of the key features wherein pwede mo pong ma-check ano yung mga cases mo of data leakage. And then yung one big thing that we're trying to do for next year, we will launch the content checker. So ano
okay.
yun? Kahit anong image yan, pag in-upload mo siya sa app, sasabihin sa iyo ng app all the relevant information
Ay.
regarding that. Sasabihin din sa iyo ng app, scam ba to, fraud ba to, good ba yan?
Ba?
So, I guess, para siyang similar, well, because the technology of GoGoLook is really powered by AI. No? So,
okay.
that's one of the things, and we will continue to work with ScamWatch Pilipinas for the Volunteer Watcher program to really educate all of the Filipinos.
Aba, naku, ida-download yung
Oh,
app na
download
yan, ano?
That's free, no?
Gusto
Mel?
ko yan.
Libre yan, no?
Opo.
Download
libre
na,
yan.
download na tayo.
Tsaka meron ako isang nagustuhan din sa isa sa mga, actually lahat naman nagustuhan natin, no? Pero ito talaga, tatandaan ko to sa sinabi ni Miss Mel, exercise our bias. Ayan. On that note, maraming salamat po and hopefully we can talk to you again soon. That's GoGoLook Country Head Mel Megrino. Thank you.